This pre-recorded episode of Leisure World Direct features former Executive Director Jessica Sedgwick, who is no longer with the Golden Rain Foundation. It also features GRF Interim Executive Director Dave Potter, who is introduced by his former title, Executive Manager of Mutual Services. And with that, let's start the episode. You're listening to Leisure World Direct. I'm your host, GRF Communications Manager Emma DiMaggio, and I'm joined by Executive Director Jessica Sedgwick and Executive Manager of Mutual Services Dave Potter. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Today's topic is the Leisure World minibus system, which went through some changes in early 2025. Can you tell me what those changes were?
Absolutely. So, yes, we did go through a big change. From the prior system to the new system. So our prior system was a fixed route schedule, much like you'd imagine any city bus, county bus service in there, where there's a route, there's approximate times where the bus comes around to different bus stops, picks you up, and drops you off at the next stop. So that is no longer in place. What we went to now is an on-call system, or as if those would like to think of it, our own Uber. So instead of waiting at a bus stop and being picked up by the bus, boarding the bus, being taken to the next stop where maybe you get off or you're waiting for the following stop, you get to call the bus now. They'll pick you up and bring you right to your actual destination. No more having to wait at a bus stop and getting off at a bus stop. You can just call up, request a ride. They'll come get you, pick you up, bring you to where you need to go within Leisure World or the shopping center right outside of our St. Andrew's Gate.
The Dollar Tree, the much beloved Dollar Tree, correct?
Correct.
What is the process for someone to call a ride?
So they call up our number, which is a direct number. It's 562-472-1367. You'll speak to the dispatcher and let them know the location that you are going to be at for them to pick you up at, your name, your mutual, and your unit number, and really kind of give a good description of your pickup location, give a landmark, intersection, even if you're going to be near your building, and you give that to the dispatcher. They will relay that information to our bus drivers, and then they should come and pick you up within about 10 to 15 minutes of the call.
What should someone do if they're waiting outside and the bus does not come within 10 to 15 minutes?
Go ahead, call that number back and say, you know what, I'm still waiting. The bus hasn't come yet. It's been 20, 30 minutes. Can you let me know what's going on?
Yeah, I have heard of instances like that where someone gave the location of their home address and then walked somewhere separate to be picked up. Mm-hmm. Or one street that sounded like a different street got relayed to the bus driver, and then the bus driver drove, a block or two away. So yeah, definitely call back.
Yes, definitely call back, and when you're calling the first time, get very clear of where you're going to be for pickup. Because yes, we do ask for your mutual and unit number, but really the important information is where are we picking you up from? And please try not to walk away from that location, because yes, we could run into the issue where the bus driver goes to the location that was relayed and you're not there because you moved for whatever reason.
What is the fate of the bus shelters? Will they still be in use at all?
Bus shelters will remain. We have put up signs there to call. So if you happen to be out and you're by a bus shelter and you want to get picked up, you can still get picked up at the bus shelters. They're good waiting areas for you. Maybe your unit is a little bit off of where a bus could really come and pick you up well, and you happen to be near a bus shelter, you can always go and walk to that bus shelter to be picked up from there as well.
What are the limitations of the system? What are the operating hours?
So the operating hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays are going to be 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sundays are 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
For individuals who don't feel quite comfortable stepping up onto a typical minibus, I know that some people have challenges with the rise. What transportation options are available to them?
So there are kind of two options. We actually have a step that we can bring out for those minibuses to make it easier to step up. We also still have our access bus. So this has a lift in the back So if you just cannot get up, even with the additional step that we bring up, you can call for the access bus. And the access bus will come pick you up. So if you're in a wheelchair, a scooter, you can't step up, even, if you can still walk around, but you just can't step up, you can call and that access bus can come and pick you up.
Is that one on call as well?
Yes, it is. And one of the changes we made, so we had the access bus before with our fixed route system, and you had to call in advance and schedule your appointment for the day that you needed it. You can still call and make an appointment, but you can also call for on-call pickup now with the access bus.
What was the purpose of the transition from the fixed route system to the Uber-esque point-to-point system?
I think there were two purposes behind it. One was that with the fixed route system, there were some inefficiencies because you have a bus going on a set route, so now you have buses out driving on a fixed schedule to fixed points, and maybe they're not picking a lot of people up. Maybe we're having buses out there who are driving that are empty or only have one or two people on them, and that's not the most efficient way to do things. The second was we're in an age where we have to pay a lot of attention to the expenses that we're doing here. So if we are, as a foundation, spending money on a service that is not efficient, what can we do to change that up so that we're going to do something that will be more efficient? And that's what we were able to accomplish with that. And at the time of recording, we're about 2 months into this in terms of how long it's been in place. The ridership is increasing, the use is increasing. The costs are being kept down because we've been able to shave the hours a bit and not have to staff the buses to be used for as much time. So we have reduced and managed the cost, and we're providing a service that people are using more than they were utilizing under the old fixed route system, and that, in any business, is a win.
What kind of feedback have you heard about the new system?
I think outside of the instances where people are not picked up for whatever reason, I think the feedback's been pretty positive.
Yeah, I would say it's been overwhelmingly positive on this change, which is wonderful to hear. It's wonderful to hear that more people are using it. I've heard from people that haven't used the bus system before that now are using it, even hearing from board members that are using the bus system that just didn't use it before. Now with the on-call, they call up, they get picked up, and they can be brought right here to the administration building. You can be brought to the other locations directly. I think it's been very, very wonderful. Been getting lots of great feedback from the bus drivers as well, of them seeing just new faces coming in that they hadn't seen before, and it's been excellent.
I'll say the number again for anyone out there that wants to try the new bus system. It is 562-472-1367. You've been listening to Leisure World Direct.